What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. I just want to focus in on Danny Byslma's job security after the Pittsburgh Penguins have fallen. Actually, they're tied 3-3 with the New York Rangers after being up 3-1 in the series and possibly, face elimination in the second round. I mean, I thought they had the Rangers buried after three great performances in games 2, 3, and 4, and it just hasn't come to fruition. Marc-Andre Fleury's looked, like Marc-Andre Fleury of playoffs past, but I mean, I think, there's bigger issues. Sidney Crosby's playing like a brat, more importantly. He's going around, he's sparing guys, he's acting like a little asshole out there. And, I think it's knocking him off his game. I think the Rangers are in his head like no team has ever been in his head. Someone tweeted me thinking that there's a possibility he could be injured. I don't disbelieve that at all. I think it's definitely a possibility. But, with the poor caliber of his play lately, I think that there's reason to be concerned on a number of fronts. And I think you're looking at, I know you're looking at the league's preeminent elite player, but at the same time, you have to be cognizant of, for Crosby, he has to be cognizant of what his actions do to the for his team, and it gives his team a bad look more than anything, even if it doesn't directly lead to penalties or whatever. And you can see his frustration. I mean, he's got one goal in the playoffs, but he's a guy that in a single game can go off and get you, 2 goals, 4 assists in Game 7. I mean, he has that type of skill, and we'll see what happens with that. That's Crosby we've talked about. Now, Dan Byslma. If Pittsburgh loses Game 7, Dan Byslma is out of a job. He is shit out of luck. And I don't think we're advocating last year, after they lost to the Bruins and they completely no-showed it, in that 4-game sweep. He should have been fired then. I wasn't pushing for that. I think the team was ill-prepared. I think the dynamic of last year's Pittsburgh Penguins was really it wasn't completely built correctly. When you have Jerome McGinley playing on your third line and really not getting a ton of power play minutes, I mean, that falls back on Byslma, but I don't think he utilized his resources correctly, but I still don't think he warranted getting fired. And I think Ray Shar listened to me, actually, but I mean, I think right now the stakes are as high as they ever have been. If they get through to the conference finals and they lose to the Bruins or Montreal, I think it's 50-50, but I think you can bet your life savings if the Penguins lose Game 7, Dan Byslma will be unemployed. And I think, he'll get picked up, right away. I mean, you're looking at Florida needs a coach. Minnesota will probably need a coach because if you saw my piece last night, after the way Mike Yeo mismanaged the last 3.5 minutes of that game, it's possible. But, we'll see what happens. But again, Danny Byslma was coaching for his job, and I hope his players understand that they're playing for their coach right now. They're playing for his job and his, job security, I should say. Anyway, that's what I got in this episode of the Power Play with CJ on Sidney Crosby's antics and Dan Byslma's status. Stay tuned for more episodes throughout the playoffs and beyond. Later, guys.